What's up? I just got up 2 hours ago. 3 hours ago? Yeah, now it's 3 hours. Sup, Kaken? Sup, robots? Oh, there's the dog right there, just chilling out. Today is going to be very basic. We're just going to keep working on the Maki picture. Let's get to work, shall we? This is my breakfast. It's like a green smoothie that I got yesterday from like the birthday yogurt thing that I ate. It's like a little bit of like a side menu because I needed to order more stuff for the delivery service to actually be allowed. So I just picked this up and expected to eat it during the next day. It's pretty nice. I usually always get like a bigger meal for lunch anyway. Like, so I deliberately eat very lightly for the morning so I can work better. Oh. Alright, let's do it. We are just out here. All I expect from this stream right now is at least to finish the line art and then start coloring. That's not what I wanted. Should also start designing stuff. Doing research, because today's technically supposed to be a study day for me. But I felt like drawing instead, because why not? Alright, yeah, I'm just going to redo this line completely. Oh, it's a little bit fussy. Oof. That's a good line. Here we go. It's pretty good. Yeah, the line thickness on there, on the leg, should be pretty thick. Like that. Maybe not that thick. Yeah, that's better. Nice. It's pretty good progress right off the bat, actually. It's pretty happy with that. My monitor just like froze up. Oh wait, it's not above the picture. Let me see. Oof, that's not right. keep that additional hair baggage. Yeah. I think for the face sketch, we'll keep it at that. Overall, it seems to fit pretty decently. If I wanted to go as far as to make her very long ponytail-esque thingies, like we could do like here and here, kind of like crisscross. Oh yeah, that's good. Oof, not bad. I was drawing on the right light this entire time, right? Okay, thank you. Yeah, gotta say, that face fits a lot better than that because it just looks off. There we go, it's pretty good. General rule of thumb for these kinds of drawings is, well, anime drawings, is if you can flip it and it still looks right, then I think you've done a good job. Yeah, this is too stiff. Well, also, another thing about my style that I really like, I keep a lot of things like really sketchy, so you'll see me do a lot of like these kinds of lines. And in my sketch, well, you see it already, but you see there's like a lot of like just this. Yeah, I deliberately make a lot of my lines like just way too thick, or sorry, way too thick, way too long, just because like it helps maintain flow, I have to say, of a certain piece. So especially with clothes, that's a really important thing. Clothes can tend to be really fussy, and if you don't make them look really like poofy, then they can look really stiff, right? So that's what we're trying to avoid by doing that. What the hell? Wait. Oh. Oh my god. Look at his ear. He looks so peaceful. I don't want to bother him. I want to go pet him, but I don't want to bother him. Alright, anyway. Alright, now here's something that's a little, yeah, something's bothering me about this, so I'm gonna go fix it right now. It's actually the eye placement. Now the reason why is because well, I guess I'll undo it for now just to show you. I'll just undo all of these drawings, actually. Yeah. So when you look at this from like a perspective, you can kind of see it's going this way. So when I take a look at this picture and let's say it's looking this way, right? So let's move it back so that she ends up facing me. So now I'm considering what her eyes would look like from this state if she was facing me. And the way I see it, frankly, it's the right eye is one half of it is the iris, but the other one is kind of just like it's in the middle. So doesn't that just look off? For most artists, this tends to be like a bit of a mistake because frankly, I think they're rushing the piece, but I think as long as you can kind of maintain the rules, so like, you know, make sure that not one eye is not bigger than the other. And for here, I just have to draw a line here, and then as long as so look how it like completely converses here, or completely takes over that area. Yeah, that looks a lot better, right? Now, here's when we can start making things a little bit fancy, because as it shows, like the face is a little bit too stiff this way, right? So I like to bend reality a little bit. We're going to try to do like an effect, like something similar to that, right? And so how do you do that? Well, first of all, this eye has to come down lower, and that's the beauty of digital art. Just got to do a little bit of bada bing, bada boom. There we go. Always do this just to make sure that it doesn't look weird, and I think it looks fine. But we can go even further beyond, like so. Was that too far? Yeah, it's too far. But yeah. There we go. So not only are we still within the rules, we have created this little effect where it's like here. So now the eyes don't just look like it's just bum bum, but rather it's bum bum. Makes it more interesting. However, if you did see me go through the lines, there is like a little bit of an area here where it just goes straight. Now that's something for me to think about, like, cause I can risk it all and then just go like this, and then just be like, okay, so how do I create more of an angle? I just gotta lower the eye even lower, right? But now, I think to a certain degree, you gotta consider face anatomy, because then like I can warp it as much as I want, right? And then I look at it and it starts flowing a little bit more like that, and then I can be happy with it. And you know, and the other side looks fine too. But let's say I wasn't satisfied with that, and I wanted to create like a very, very like you know, very 3D effect, like this. Actually, this doesn't look that bad either. Wait, this is pretty good. What was it before? Oh wait, that's so much better. What? I was trying to make a bad example, but I ended up doing something really good. Yeah, like this. Okay, let's just say like, oh, now look at this. And now it's like very 3D, right? Okay, but like, once again, when I told you that you want to look at her face, make sure, imagine she's looking straight at you. Now it just looks like this, right? We don't want that. So now you're asking yourself, like, even though I did this, it still looks a little bit like this, right? Like the left eye is still here and the right eye is still way up. So why would something like this be a little bit more okay? Well, I'm only using this technique just for the sake of visual deception. So you gotta ask yourself, like, is it worth it to go for that kind of style? And always like zoom back out. Now that I'm looking at it, I think the thing I did before was a little bit better and it seemed more correct. But I think if I can still go for like the middle ground here. Yeah, that would be fine. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Okay, not so perfect. It looks a little bit weird on this side, so I think I'm gonna, yeah. If you're curious about face anatomy study, then I can always show you my notes. So, but I think for now, I think I'm pretty happy with how the face ended up. Now I think, excuse me, I think I'm gonna clean up the lines a little bit to make a more like accurate sketch is kind of what I want to do. So we established that the line was here. Let's see if it's thick. Relatively to the other lines, it's a little bit thicker. So which means I'm the kind of person that if I have to make thick, since I spent a lot of my military sketching anime girls in the military with a mechanical pencil. So oftentimes the only way I can really express value, because with a mechanical pencil, let's see if this shows a good example, like it can only go so dark, right? And because the mechanical pencil itself is just very thin, it's not very easy to like go hard. So what happens is that you end up with a lot of, let me show you, with a lot of pieces that if, like for example, you decided that you just wanted to go for a mechanical pencil thing, there's a lot of pieces that you can still create value, but you won't go nearly as dark as you might want, like a 6B pencil. Like there's no way. No, okay, here we go, like this. The darks, you know, they're established at a certain point, but now that I'm in actual human society and I could get like a real pencil, I don't have one right now, but I could get a real pencil and I could just like, because for example, it's so much thicker that you can just go like really hard with it, and that's better for establishing value. So go back to here, like how I would do my lines, how I've been practicing in the military was, instead of having to like, you know, go like kind of just shade, right? That's like kind of a lost cause. The only other way I could have done it was through adding a little bit of extra thickness to certain parts of the design. And I think you can already see that being in play here. Oh yeah, if I turn everything off, like here, there we go. Like you can see where some parts are dark without me even like shading anything. And that's just due to how just line thickness works. Now for this kind of thing, I'm really afraid that it's going to look really stiff up here. So I'm going to add like a little bit of a guideline to kind of show that when the t-shirt is being worn, like, there we go, where, hello, like right here, notice how it does wrap around, like kind of like a whoop, 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 not like a shoop, shoop, shoop. So if you want to be able to help yourself with that for these kinds of drawings, it does help to do this, in my opinion. Because what happens is that now you don't think to do something like just this, which is really boring, frankly, and like not 2D. Your line over here can start like this, right? Because you look at this line and you're like, okay, I'm gonna follow the guide. And what happens is that once you're able to follow that line, you create a more dynamic, quote unquote, kind of clothing line. Yeah, I guess I'll call it a clothing line for now. Same thing for here. Always forget that something's in the background. The effect's not going to be as emphasized. So kind of make it equal to, or you know, even lighter. But I guess I don't want to make it too extreme. Like just enough to the point where someone with like a quick visual can just be like, oh yeah, I get it. You know, it's wrapping around her. Alright, well now I have to consider thickness, because I think I might have messed it up. I think we can go better, yeah. Still think we can do better. Oftentimes you're never going to get what you want in the first try, so in my opinion, don't even try, like just have fun with it, and then things will naturally seep together. The only thing that you need to really be cautious of is let's see, I guess a little bit like time. Like you want to be able to pace yourself to the point where you can have fun experimenting with a lot of different kinds of lines and angles, but at the same time you really don't want to I want to fix that eye actually. At the same time you really don't want to, you know, go too, how do I say, go too lenient. And it really is all about striking balance. And now if you ask me, how do you strike that balance, I don't know either. Like I'm still pretty young, so it's really all just a matter of like life experience. Right, depending on the kind of artist you are, you could really go at it right. Like, so for example, obviously if you do something like this, the eye won't be the same shape as the shape on the left, right? Like this is always going to look smaller just because of perspective. But this is at a kind of even enough angle where it's kind of like she's still looking a little bit forward, but she's also tilted her head towards the left. So it becomes then like a kind of decision, like where do I want her to face off into. For example, and I actually don't like the line that I did here for her eye, so I think I'm gonna hide that for now. But now something looks a little bit off to me. I have to look at it again later. One, two, and then so the eye. Okay, I get it. Her eyes are a little too high up because the line, or just how I do face anatomy. I always go bottom of the nose, chin, eyebrows, and then I go even up here to kind of where the hair starts. And looking at this right now, I think I can definitely afford to lower the eyes, like by a lot. But obviously, you never know until you try it, right? So let's give it a shot. My general rule of thumb is that the eye should be in the middle of like where the eyelashes and the nose connect. Right now, I feel like this is too much of an angle. Yeah, I'm right. It is really fussy if you draw with the angle intended, because then when you mess it up, then you gotta restart a lot of stuff, because there's just enough of a process for it to be kind of just really fussy. Hello, can I see the rest of the painting, please? There we go. Now I'm worried that her face might be a little bit too small in proportion to everything else. But I already like the face a little bit better already. Let's see. Something really interesting I learned about anime noses is that, so let's just take this guy for example. Right? Notice how his, a lot of my old pieces featuring my character illustrations have like a very triangular nose. And the reason why I did that was just because, I guess, kind of, I didn't really consider nose shape in anatomy before then, and a lot of people just said it's like it's fine enough to simplify noses to like a triangular shape. But then as I kept drawing more and more and just thinking about like what looked cuter, right, yeah, here we go. Her nose is significantly smaller, but not only that, the nose is actually this is very not like a real human thing, by the way, so keep that in mind. It goes straight down and then kind of like this, and the nose is like smaller and kind of gives off more of like a cuter vibe. Wait, here we go, there we go. Yeah, see, it's a lot cuter, don't you agree? And speaking of, oh yeah, it's fine. I just gotta erase everything that's not. There we go. Always remember to draw on the right layer. I'm gonna call this line art so we don't get messed up. Sketch, yeah. So now, I want to do this. Let's see. But is it right though? Oh, this is line art. Whoops. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just do this. Bada bing, bada boom. Easy. Actually, yeah, we'll just do face sketch. It's not gonna be in the actual piece anyway, so it doesn't need to stay. Alright, I'm gonna rest in 2 minutes. I don't want to make this too unrealistic, you know what I mean? So we can definitely lower her iris down to here so that it would make sense when we do this, right? And by the way, you can see my face. I actually lean in a lot when I'm drawing because it gives me like a more of like a better idea of what the picture's going to look like. Either that or I've just been so used to, you know, real drawing from like pencil and paper that it's more comfortable if I do it like that. Maybe make the face a little bit lower. Yeah, there we go. That looks better. So far, like, I'm not instantly happy with this. I think I'm good enough with it, but being good enough isn't sometimes what you want, you know? So I'm gonna actually, what good enough for me means is I think I'm comfortable with keeping it the way it is as a sketch, but when I actually go back into and do the line art for the entire thing, I think I'm definitely going to try to see if I can change anything about it. Holy shit, time goes by way too fast when I'm drawing. Take a quick break, 5 minutes. If you want to see what I've been kind of having fun with. There we go. Check this out. I've always dabbled a lot in VGC, like competitive Pokemon, but kind of fell out of it because a lot of, honestly, the meta picks are so samey that it just got really boring. But ever since they started allowing 2 like legendary Pokemon to be on your team, I thought, wouldn't it be a little bit interesting to try it again after such a long time? So you can see I already got like the top Pokemons here, just thinking about like, all right, who's the best and who do I gotta watch out for? Indeedee's always been one of my favorite Pokemon, so I've been always trying to make him work in just kind of any format, honestly. Man, Pokemon gives me so much memories. I have so much fucking nostalgia for this game, bro. I can never stop playing it, whether it's like just the competitive things or the competitive side of things, or just playing it casually. I want to buy Legends Arceus really bad, but I let my cousin have my Switch, so I won't be able to use that for a little bit. Choice specs. Just going to make him a blasting machine. Zacian Crown again. Sacred Sword player off. Substitute. Ooh. Yeah, then I guess I wouldn't need close combat. Beautiful. Let's see. Most of these guys are physical, correct? Yeah, then it's better to do this. My dog is snoring. Holy shit. He's so peaceful. Say hi. Say hi. Oh, protect. Oh, actually, Magnet's a really good item because you could boost your attack and also you can keep using protect instead of having to go with something like choice specs. What else does he have? Oh, I guess I don't have a. That's assurance. Oh, I forget what his damage is. Doesn't he always go first though? I wonder how that would work. Oh, I guess with fake out, right? And also he gets max darkness, I think. Ooh, that's actually really good. Alright, what do Whimsicott run? Helping Hand, Moonblast. Do I have Fairy move? Yeah, I do. Yeah, so instead of Moonblast, I think I'll go for, what's his strongest grass move? I think it's Energy Ball, right? But just in case. Giga Drain. 75. Yeah, that's nasty. Okay, Taunt. Oh, Taunt might be good against Thunderous teams. Oh, that's definitely not what I wanted. Modest? No. That's not right. And then obviously, what else are you going to do with Cinderace? You know, I could. I feel like Protect might be very valuable on Calyrex. Will it? The Life Orb can either go to Cinderace or Calyrex. Now I wonder if it's better to go for like Sun. Oh no, but I think, yeah, I definitely want to have a steel move on it. Iron Head. So I can change it to a steel type. Alright, well, I built the team. Might as well give it a couple of test runs later on today. But for now, obviously, it's time to draw. Alright, now that I'm looking at it, already something feels a little bit off. Like, so there's the middle line right here, right? And then the eye, let's see, there's like an eye that divides the two eyes. So it should look something more akin to this. However, yeah, right? Something's very weird. Which is fine, you know. Not everything can happen very quickly, so we'll just take it slow. Now I'm wondering if her face is... Oh no, her face is actually perfect size. So The hair is actually really messing with me. See, if you get something like, if you get a situation like this, you really gotta just take out something like that, because I've been relying on like the hair and the ear, and I feel like that's only out of sheer laziness that I don't want to have to redraw the character. But no matter how I see it, it just looks better. So I'm gonna take that out completely, like just erase it, 86 it completely. Now I think this line also here is a little bit distracting, so I think what I'll do is, for now, I'll just draw it like I normally would from the start. Green's a bit of an annoying color to do this with. Should have picked my colors better, but oh well, you know, what can you do? I'll put this at the top. Because what we can always do is just change it, you know? Why don't we just change it? Uh-oh. Did I just draw on a different layer? I did. Can I paste it in this layer? Paste and show position. I guess not. Whatever. We'll just group it. Or actually, we'll just do. Yeah, we'll just do. Put these together. Put this to delete. And then what you can do is put another layer on top of it with a more comfortable color. So I really like the let's go back to mechanical pencil since we're really just theory crafting here. I really like how the size of this face going down here. And now all we got to do is follow the green lines that we made before, which are separated into two different things for some reason. Now her head's tilted a little bit lower, but honestly I think that can look cute. But then obviously it would have that we don't have to focus on that too much. We'll just find the halfway point. Make our head tilt down this way. Then her eye would be somewhere around here, right? And then eye thingy. And then, since I don't need the green line anymore, I can delete. And see, look, we've completely replaced it. We have it back. And it's because of perspective. You're not always going to be... By the way, guys, if you ever draw a face with a circle, don't always listen to it, because oftentimes when you get like a situation like this, it's... Wait, actually, this uses it quite low. It might go a little bit over what you want. I don't know how to best explain it, but there is a situation where you want to divert from the circle. Just don't rely it on as like law is what I want to try to say. And I'll try to find you a good example of that, but I'm pretty sure I jotted something like that in my sketchbook. But I think it was something similar to, you got like a circle here, right? And then it was like the cheek was like a little bit over here. It was something like that. Anyway, we don't need these, so. But now this just looks a little bit too low, you know what I mean? I think it looked a lot interesting from before. So when she was looking a little bit up. So in this, I find a little bit of dissatisfaction from her looking very down. So that's a very simple fix. All we gotta do is, you know what? It's gonna take too long if I do that. So let's not be lazy and let's redraw the circle on a different layer. 86 that. Where's that line from? Yeah, whatever. And I really like how she's looking up here, so I want to kind of copy that. Like, I like this a little bit. Here we go. The halfway point's around here. Do you have to follow the halfway point? Not really. I like to though, just in case. There we go. 1, 2. Like around here. Now our face just looks a little bit too low, so I think that's just an issue with how I decided to draw this. I want to be able to move the face sketch with it too, so. And I'm hoping that her head isn't too long, you know? So the way I'm drawing this right now is going to make it look like 1, 2, 3. It's going to look very like real human-y, but you know, sometimes you don't want that. Sometimes you want to divert yourself from the eyes of reality. That was really deep. And just go for anime female, you know what I mean? So I should do another quick sketch. Kind of just grab like the details of the character. I actually like this a whole lot more. And then we can just do this. So yeah, don't be discouraged if it takes you a couple of redraws to get to where you want, but because eventually you'll hit it. Even though it looks like, can I delete all of these? Even though it looks like this. No, it's a reference picture. Yeah, we can get rid of the concept. We don't need it anymore. And frankly, these lines are distracting me, so I want to take them out. Something I forgot, I'm just going to do like another unibrow here. Kind of like Squilliam. Oh, Squidward, still the manager of that. He's not a manager, he's a cash register. Kind of like a guideline here. There we go. Oh, so tired. Bend reality to your will. And the eye should be like 1, and skip a few. 1, 2, skip a few, 99, 100. I'm like the ultimate nostalgia guy, dude. All I do is talk about like kid shit. Well, you know, there's nothing I can do about it. Alright, going in, boys. I think for these I'm gonna plan 3 lines, or 4 lines actually. 1. Ooh. Alright, if you're going to draw these kinds of lines, really make sure you follow it, you know? 1. Yeah, so like 1. Alright, just make sure I'm proud of that. Nah. We can always fix it like with lines in between lines. That's what I like to do, so I think we'll think about that. Boom. Yeah, there we go. 2, 2, and 3. So we ended up making 5 lines, which is fine. There's no issue. Now let's take this gauge at what this looks like. It's fine. And then what I like to do is actually, since we already know that this is going to be a bit of a thick line here, we can just look at the lines that we made and go over them with another line, because it'll make them look smoother. One thing, it cleans up the lines, so you don't have to learn actually how to draw straight lines. So that's really nice. Besides, who doesn't like a little bit of human error in art pieces? Not everything has to be perfect. The best stuff only looks good because it is imperfect. A lot of people often kind of miss out on that idea, which is, you know, it's fine. It happens. Like the next break, I wanna throw that out. Got my coffee. So good. Espresso machines are a godsend. Even having like semi-decent beans, as long as you have an espresso machine, it kind of gives you like crema at the top, and it's just so good. It makes even Starbucks beans taste like phenomenal. Not that I'm saying Starbucks beans are like really bad or anything. It's just there's for me like coffee. There's like brand. There's like when I'm tasting coffee, there's like coffee, and then there's brand coffee. Like brand coffee, honestly, frankly, just tastes the same at around parts. Did I go too lazy for that? Potentially, possibly. But either way, we can see that the line gets a little bit thick here in the reference, so it shouldn't matter too much, right? Because we can easily fix that with that. Yeah, no, there's no issue. Alright. Always look at your picture from very far behind. Oh yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. I don't need this anymore, so I'm just gonna get rid of that. It's just me, or does drawing physically tire me? Maybe it's the actual workouts that I do, but drawing does play a reasonable contributing factor. Here's the thing: I've been drawing this entire body with reference, right? So now it's a question of if I was going to add my own spin on it, which is the Maki face. How would I do it? Well, simple. Capture her anatomy. Yeah, there we go. Capture her anatomy. Now I kind of go with my style. I think the face is always going to be similar to the chest size. By the way, Japan, are you watching? If your chest is bigger than your head, frankly, I don't know how you balance. I don't know, bro. Your neck must be the strongest thing in the world. But here's what I do. Here's my general rule of thumb. So we have the rib cage right here. The chest kind of goes around here. We have the abdomen. And from what I studied, there's like one box here. We can just call it the chest space. I'm going to call this the abdomen. It should look a little bit bigger than chest. We're going to call this A group and B group. The reason why is because you actually want to duplicate A group for the crotch area. You see? Doesn't that work out pretty nicely? And since I drew this pretty referentially, we can copy it over to this side. And kind of just emulate. Okay, so her chest goes around here, her abdomen's here, and we can see clearly that her crotch ends are around here, right? So now, let's see. This face isn't right because, well, obviously I just kind of brought it out of nowhere. Considering the human as a 3D shape, we're just going to look at it like this. Like, because she is kind of leaning towards you, so this would be more towards the back. This is really scuffed, but, you know, it's fine because I'll show you later. The only reason why we're drawing all of this is so we can get a better gauge of where the head area is supposed to be, and we can confirm that that's good enough, so we're going to keep it. Now, her neck is kind of gone, so we should give her neck. It looks something like this, right? So 1, 2, 3. Kind of make that look a little bit better. Since she is looking forward, like if you look at the side, the anime nose would be like this, but if it's looking towards you, then like it hardly make like a difference. So what I like to do in order to create that 3D effect of the nose actually looking towards you, so like kind of like this, would be to add a little bit of shade from where the original node was, because when you look at once it turns around, then there's going to be shade around here. Yeah, you can see it for yourself. Oh, did I go back too far? Well, either way, the line that I made I couldn't even see, so not really far enough, I suppose. Since it's pointing downwards, you definitely want to make like a pretty sharp chin instead of what I did here, which was do that. No, I guess that is a preference thing. I think doing this can round it out a little bit so it can make it look cuter. Yeah, I like to make her cheeks a little bit bigger because it's cuter. 1, 2, 3. Her hair should start around here. And since she has bangs, I like to go for something like this. I'm a really big bang connoisseur, by the way. So, like, I'd always like make her hair like go a little bit like over here because I think it just looks cuter and more fun. It also balances out from the back here because we're gonna add a lot of hair, and then there's going to be more in front. So you don't want a picture to be balanced like this way. What I like to do is kind of go for like a teapot looking thing. So can we disable the blue actually? Because that would be nice. The blue was like way too sketchy. Way too sketchy. God damn it. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's get rid of that. There we go. Yeah, there we go. That looks pretty good. Now, I don't want her expression to be like bored or sad looking. I kind of want her expression to be more like, what the hell, like, why are you looking at me? But also kind of like, you know, I kind of dig this outfit. So okay, yeah, this is often a question I get when people are watching me draw. So, you know, how far back should the hair go? Because you can guesstimate it right here, right? And that's like fine. But a lot of people kind of like go a little bit too overboard sometimes. So then it's kind of just like, whoa, what the fuck, Monkey? What is all of this? So let's be careful with this. What I like to do is consider the head as, you always draw the head as a circle, right? But instead consider it as a box. Here are the eyes, the nose. And as a box, obviously a box is a 3D shape, right? So you got something on the side here, which is of roughly equal length, right? So we're just going to do the same thing. We're just going to, since obviously when something goes back into perspective, you want to make it smaller, right? So make these lines a little bit like shorter or not as angled. And now you have like an idea of where her skull is, right? So this is her skull. And now after you get an idea of where her skull is, you can go a little bit higher, and depending on the texture or the bounciness of your character's hair or your style, you can go for something like this. I like how Maki's kind of hair bags down here, and then she has like a little hair thingies. I don't know, I'm not a girl, I don't know what they're called. Hair ties. And then I think to finish off the composition, since her hair goes down really like far down here, or her arm goes down really far down here, I want to add one bang over here, or bang, one like kind of ponytail over here, and then the other one can kind of just, you know, be like a little bit of like a cameo like over here, because this actually creates more balance in the piece, in my opinion. And I drew on the wrong layer. Wow, I'm so, oh, my hamburger. Oh my god, well, that was a tragedy. But, you know, as long as we have the theory. How far did I draw? Oh my goodness. Okay, that's enough. Yeah, we'll do this. Bada bing. Bada boom. Bada boop bop. Did I just copy? Oh my god. Alright, it's okay. Fixable. Easy. Bada bop bop. Pow. There we go. Somebody's gotta call this hair. What's up? My dog's freaking out. What? Wait, Kumi? Why? Why? I'll rest in 5 minutes so I can go pet my doggy. But yeah, I memorized enough of... Wait, hopefully there's really nothing on like the line art, right? I see. Well, it's a shame, isn't it? I copied it again. Oh, someone is... So I think someone came to make a delivery, but my dog always gets scared. Kongi, 안녕, 안녕. Kongi, 안녕. I want to take an early break so my dog can chill out. 안녕. 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 It's just you and me. 오호. 야, 콩이. 근데 콩아, 우리밖에 없잖아. 자, 콩이 좋아하는 베개. 잘 쉬고. So tired. I want to go art for another 30 minutes before I take a real break. 거의 머리가 왜 이렇게 딱딱하니? 오호. 홍이? 오호. 이야. No no no. No 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 no. 야. 누구 없다 이? 안 돼. Close his ears. He cannot listen to anything. The dog drill. Oh. Usha. Do some mild stretching. Oh, sorry, you can't see the dog. Excuse me. You know, people don't say excuse me in Korea. Or like, it's kind of like different, but it's like, or sorry, not excuse me, bless you, for like when you sneeze. When you sneeze, you just sneeze. And I just kind of thought that was a really interesting thing because it's kind of like Salem Witch Trials. What's up? The original Among Us. What was I gonna look up? I felt like I had something to do. That's why I had my phone out. Oh, right. I asked it. I was wondering, like, cause my dog was barking at like the delivery guy. I was wondering if my parts came in. I actually ordered marshmallow switches. Where can I find it? Hello? Where's my app? Alright, well, I guess I should get drawing anyway. My back. Oh wait, I was on Discord. I was on like a Discord server for a different thing. Alright, I'll go really hard at it for another 30 minutes. After I find this store. Apparently marshmallow switches are pretty nice, so they're also really popular in Korea, so I gotta get my badge before anyone else takes them. Mine, mine, mine. Nice. Okay, I should probably get some films too if I want to get this. So let's see.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 상품 담았습니다. 이동하겠습니까? No. 쇼핑. 아니 근데 필름 더 사야 되는데. 존나 유명하네. 전체 상품 어딨더라? 세키. They don't have desk keys anymore. 필름. Do I have enough films? Who cares? Who cares, yeah. 아니 근데 이거는 필요할 듯. 정말 빈 세트. 기계. 이걸 파네요 아직도. 아깝다. Alright, whatever. And it's bought. Nice. Is this literally just the same thing? Oh, because I copied it. The doy. Starbucks beans are... What happened? What happened to my chat, bro? Oh, okay, I see. There we go. What time was this? Can I check? Starbucks beans are a rip. Yeah, wait, did I just see that? Dude, that's so sad. Oh wait, now that you're here, I just bought marshmallow switches. Take a look. Sexy. Apparently they're like really thocky, so that might be an interesting experience. I think above that though, they're like really smooth. Alright, let's take it a little bit further, just a little bit further. What layer is this even? Oh, the face. Lubing and filming 10 alpacas. Bro, you know, let me show you my collection. Boom. And boom. All these motherfuckers are lubed and filmed. 1. Gateron Silent Black Inks. 2. Bobas. 3. Tangerines. Sorry. That must have been really loud. Anyway. 4. Gateron Boxed Pinks. 5. Darok L7s, which are alpaca clones. And 6. Oh, actually, this doesn't count because I haven't lubed them yet. I'm going to, though. Epsilons. So, technically, we already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, including the Womir keyword, 6. And the lavenders I have in America, 7. I've lubed 7 times 7, 490 switches. 498. Dude, this is such a degenerate hobby, bro. I'm telling you. People don't understand, like, that's a lot of lube. Let me show you. I actually didn't use this entire, so I bought this from KBD, or Ilum K, from Singapore. And I used, it's almost all out, but there's still enough for me to at least lube like a couple of more switches. Because with lubing, you actually don't want to use that much lube, like very small. I'll do a lubing stream on like I'll do a lubing stream when my spring comes in, but I'll show you how to lube a switch. You don't want to use like You don't want to use a visible amount of lube. That's how small it should be. Oh shit! I should have also bought a Swish display kind of container from the store when I bought my marshmallows. But whatever, that's fine. Anyway, let's go back to drawing. Yeah, but I really hope that you can learn a thing or two about drawing while watching these streams. Hopefully it motivates you to draw your own stuff. You know, maybe you should commission yourself. Dude, if honestly, I'm going to be real with you. I accidentally overlubed these because I didn't know how to lube. So they're going to sound and feel really mushy, like really disgusting. Not really disgusting. Maybe it'll still sound better than stock, especially with alpacas. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Hopefully I'm teaching you a thing or two. Because that's kind of what the goal is here. But yeah, if you're using a lot of lube, then honestly, you might be over lubing your switches, if I'm being frank. But that's a common mistake for beginners, so I wouldn't put your mind on it. But here, let's see. You see this brush? Like, I can still use this brush even after like using so much watercolor and then using it to lube switches, because I do not like, you see how little, there's still some lube on it. You see how little white there is? That's all lube. You should not be seeing like the lube. Like at minimum, a light little sheen of coat of lube is what you want for switches. If it's visible, there's a bad top out sound. Oh no. See, that's why I'm saying that it's a really easy trap for beginners, because you're going to notice the change in sound and feel satisfied. But over time, as you use the keyboard, your keyboard will begin to feel really, really weird and mushy. And it's harder to break into because obviously there's so much lube. And eventually there's going to be like a sweet spot of, or there's going to be like a, oh fuck, I can't speak English anymore. I used to say this word a lot. A threshold where there's going to be too much lube for it to fully, fully break out for like the switch. So, it's going, I don't know, bro. Like, I would honestly just be very careful, lest you make your keyboard sound like, honestly, just obnoxiously deep. It's not even deep sounding. It's just like it makes the sound of the switch very uninteresting in my opinion. And also just disgusting because it kind of sounds like, you know what I mean? Kind of like saying the word moist. But yeah, be careful and also good luck with your lubing. Alright, now this, since I actually don't have a reference, it's going to be harder for me to gauge the line thickness, but I'm a pretty good guesstimator, so like, I've drawn enough phases to know that this area is particularly very dark. So 1, 2, and then yeah, 1 should be darker around here, and then we can fill the line in here over here. And then what would that look like? Yeah, that's a little bit too thick. Maybe I'll just need to decrease my, because yeah, it's about the same if I press harder. This is very unergonomic. There we go. Should look better. Lower. Yeah, so this is really the hardest part in drawing, because you gotta get really particular with line thickness and stuff. Or I guess that depends on the kind of artist you are, but for me, I think oftentimes like the lining of it is part of the big reason why digital arting can be really scary for traditional artists like me. So that's why I've been really working hard in the military to shape up my lining skills so that I can eventually get to this point where now I can draw like pretty decent communicative lines. Well, if you disagree, then you can let me know, and then I can learn something from you, which would be really nice. There are any artists watching the stream right now? So the ear actually and the end should be a little bit light, but the inside actually would want to look a little bit something like one, and then like a really thick here, right? Not that thick. Like, okay, here, let's just do 1, 2, and then we can fill it out with our pen to give that a sense of depth. And then we can also do the same thing over here. Now I don't want this to, I want to kind of even it out a little bit. Something about this feels off. Her neck goes back here. Okay, no, then we're fine. I guess I should add more thickness here, more depth. Is that too much? Yeah, I saw it. I felt that. Yeesh. Dude, I went to go play Pump It Up after, like, for the first time after I got out of the military, and like I failed the 20, like the easiest 22 in the game, and then I was like, bro, I got so rusty, and then I started getting under 10 misses on 23s, and then, dude, I'm so cracked at rhythm games, bro. I'm quite literally never going to rest. Alright, let's keep going. I'll give myself a nice rewarding break after. Yeah, I have to experiment more with the eyes again. Like, go a little bit like shoom. Shoom. Just like facing here, right? It's been weeks. Do you have access to an arcade? I was always under the impression that you didn't, but you kept posting scores, so I was like, oh shoot, like you can still play. Oh, yeah, cool. Wait, then you should totally go play some of my UCSs too. I have a couple of pretty good double 18 UCSs. Send. You know what's weird? Actually, I'll tell you after I draw a little bit more, because I want to focus. Alright, but I'm going to write UCS over here just to remind myself when I give myself my break. Yeah, it's okay. Like, at least you have the energy to be able to unloop your switches. I got way too lazy to unloop my Gateron Silent blacks, and I really should, but honestly, as a silent switch, they were pretty okay, and with the extra loop, I think that I could pass it off, but it does feel like stupid mushy. And I really just have the Mach keyboard as like a the Mach keyboard. Dude, I'm a fucking genius. That is such a genius name. But I just have the Mach keyboard for display anyway, so like I don't really need it. It's also a silent keyboard with like an aluminum base, so like if I did polycarbonate, I could probably make it quieter. So like, you know, what I'm trying to say is I couldn't really go all out on like the silent motif, which is fine. It's silent enough to like kind of give you the idea like, oh shit, it's like a silent keyboard. It was also like a
It's a keyboard based off of a character. Do I want to make her? Actually, it does look cute. Like, her hair does look cuter if it's, like, pumped up. All the other kids. It's probably a bad song to sing. Yeah, we'll probably keep it, like, around here. It sounds okay. Like, it just sounds okay. Like, let's see. It's pretty, like, it's pretty thocky, I think. The stabs are still a little horrendous, because, like, Cherry MX stabs are honestly kind of ass, I'll be honest. Slight rattle, but honestly, I think I'm fine enough with the keyboard. Oh yeah, I saw it. I didn't buy Danganronpa Decadence because I don't have my Switch right now. But also, it's kind of like, do I really want to? Because the thing is, you can literally look up Maki Harukawa concept art on Google, and it gives it to you already without Decadence, which is frankly a little bit of a shame, since it doesn't really incentivize me to buy the game, because now, like, I really just don't care about, like, buying the game, because I already have bought it, obviously, or like I've already played the entire one. Yeah, but if you haven't played 1 or 2, then I would totally get it. It is such a good package. Like, holy shit, 3 games for 60 is incredible. Also, 1 and 2 are, like, pretty closely connected. So honestly, you could have just sold 1 and 2 together as like its own game. But, you know, they went all out and they even added 3. If they added Ultra Despair Girls, that would have been like Omega base. I would have bought the game like instantly. Ultra Despair Girls is one of the most underrated Danganronpa games. I guess it like strays are really hard from like the original formula, but honestly, it's so fucking funny, dude. It's so good. Yeah, honestly, dude, Danganronpa S. Wait, is Danganronpa like Danganronpa S is free, right? If it's free, then like I understand, and I like honestly I still don't give I don't really give a shit about it, but like, you know, that was the only way they could you know, sell something like Danganronpa S, was with that. Like it was like a free package, so it makes sense that they did that, honestly. And I think if people had to like were forced to like buy like the first Danganronpa game was like a swimsuit version of like the side game in 3, I think a lot of people would have gotten like really pissed. So like, you know, because it's kind of like a bonus version for like Danganronpa nerds, then I think they marketed that pretty well. But yeah, Ultra Despair Girls was honestly, that was such, it's I understand though, because it's such a different system from the original traditional Danganronpa games that it must have been harder to port. But still, if they went that, I think if they went that extra length, then it would have killed. Looks pretty good. You have to pay for Danganronpa dead ass? I thought it was like a bonus in Danganronpa Decadence. No fucking way, bro. Really? Oh, okay. Honestly, if they just made it free, like for Decadence. Okay, actually no. I can kind of see why. But honestly, I felt like, I don't know, Danganronpa Decadence was, it's really good if you're a really good like Danganronpa fan,
but it's also such like a mean thing to do to like a fan base if your first game after a long time was like a swimsuit dating simulator, if you know what I mean. I guess I should make her pupils a little bit higher up. I can redraw them. Alright, I want to rest in 30, so 10 minutes. Oh, gotcha. Oh, yeah, I already know about that, but that was in the original game too. So the original game is in 3. I don't know if you played the what was it, Ultimate Talent Development Plan, but yeah, that also had like a bit of a gacha system. That's why I didn't really care for it. Also, like the RPG, it's just not fun. It's honestly just all of it is really filler, in my opinion, to get to like the character moments that you really want to see, like Kokichi and Nagito. That's fucking incredible. But like, yeah, everything like the games, the game part of it and the gacha part of it is just filler to get you to the part that you really want, which is the character interactions like between from past games. So it's kind of like, you know, Ultimate Detective meets Ultimate Detective. That shit is like what Danganronpa fans really want. So yeah, even if there is a gacha system, I think it's like enough of like a who gives a shit for me to like not care about it. And it's also not like, you know, big enough where it leaves like a bad taste in my heart. Obviously there's always going to be like a little bit of like a why'd you do it, but you know, I feel like there's 2 Ultimate Detectives. Yeah. It's, oh, I guess it is kind of, yeah, Kirigiri. Dude, honestly, like one's okay, but two was such a magical game for me. Where that like honestly brought me to the point where I had to watch 3. Or yeah, V3, not 3, like the anime. Although I did watch that. It was kind of whatever. Too over the top. Oh, I know what you mean. I can see what people mean by that, but I think here's the thing, like I don't want to spoil anything, but you'll get it when you play. You'll get it when you play, but in my opinion, there's so much other moments in 2 for me that like I don't care about, like necessarily, like there's parts that people just don't like. Or how do I explain it? Like people, it's a generally well-received game with mixed feelings on the ending. That's how I'll just be honest. Mixed feelings on the ending. But for me, I didn't care so much about the ending because everything else about the game was there was just, in my opinion, okay, although it has one of the worst cases in the series, it also has 2 of the best. So, you know, actually no, it has 4 really good cases. So like basically all of them, except for the one that's really bad and like another one. But yeah, dude, those cases were really fun, and the character moments between Danganronpa game with the ending. Yeah, honestly, like whoever made the game, he kind of like shits the bed at like the end, if I'm being like quite frank. Yeah, I mean, whatever. Danganronpa do Danganronpa stuff, bro. Oh, Kodaka, that was his name. Kodaka's still a legend though. I think I grew to appreciate. I really grew to appreciate the ending of 3 after hearing about like the story of like, you know, crazy Danganronpa fans. Because then it was kind of like it was like a more of an intelligible ending than I initially expected. Because it was like very much meta commentary on like people, like how people kind of take their hobbies. Like, if I can sum up the ending of Danganronpa 3 in, like, a picture, it'd be like the SpongeBob one where the cops are like, dude, calm down. It's just a drawing. That looks a lot better. Sorry, V3. I want to be honest. A lot of people, I think, were okay with 3. I did not like 3. I liked V3 much more than I liked 3. V3 is actually my favorite game in the series. 1, because of Maki, of course. But 2 is just because, like, not even just Maki, like Kaito and like Shuichi's development, and also Kokichi. Kokichi is such an interesting, like, he's just so fucking cool, dude. Like, alright, when you're drawing hair, you always want to make, yeah, I think that's how you're supposed to feel about Maki, because, you know, she intentionally hides herself a lot, but then, like, from you, for, like, a seemingly really, like, stupid, like, edgy, childish reason, and then slowly, when she opens up to you, I think is really kind of, like, the highlight of the game, because she's, like, she slowly tells you about her, like, assassin past, and then how she's kind of like always been betrayed by people, and then she like finds love through Kaito, and then Kaito is just like, oh, you can finally, you know, you're running away from like all of your past, you feel like you deserve something because of like your hardships. That's why, or it's like that's why you're or you kind of shun yourself from everyone because you think that you had it, like you're the only one who had it hard. And I think when she gets like that wake up call from Kaito, and then like kind of realizes that she's got feelings for him, I thought that was fucking incredible. Like, her character towards the ending, like in the beginning you're not supposed to like her, obviously. I didn't like her, frankly, but like her arc was incredible, like one of the best I've seen from like quite literally like any piece of fiction, bro. And I've seen a lot of fiction. Like, a lot of fiction. But, like, her development was honestly, it was so incredible. Because Maki's one of those characters where it's kind of, like, human enough to not be, like, you know what I mean? It's, like, human enough to relate to, but also kind of like a badass assassin. That's why I think she's so cool. Because you instantly learn about her human characteristics once, you know, Kaito says like, oh, you're just a coward. And she's just like, okay, yeah, I'm like an assassin, like what of it? And then Kaito is like, yeah, but you're also just like a girl who deserved to live a normal life. Really? The triad between Kaito, Shuichi, and Maki was like one of the biggest parts of the story. I think the coolest thing about Maki is like how she plays a role into the ending of like the story, because seemingly like the ending's supposed to be like a little nonsensical, right? But like it's just so interesting because like once, okay, actually I don't really want to spoil it in case someone who really wants to try Danganronpa V3 like checks out the VOD and is like, oh, I should play this game, so I'm gonna save it for them. But like yeah, if you just consider all of the circumstances, her ending is it's so beautiful. It's incredible. And that's enough about me nerding out about freaking fictional character. Yeah, I think I've done quite enough today. Or not of drawing, but or not actually not today, sorry. I'm going to still of course do more. But I think we can take a little bit of a break here. Oof. Sheesh. Excuse me. Alright, I'm gonna throw this out and pet the dog. Oh.
dog's using my arm as a pillow. Time is it? 17 minutes. Alright. Cheers, guys. Hope you guys are having a good day.
Oh, so tired. How are we all doing, guys? I'm just trying to relax. I got up so early, but I realized that if I want to walk my dog, then I have to wake up even earlier. Also, I'm not proud of like the hair. Can probably make it look a little bit bouncier, which would be ideal. Hopefully, I'm not zooming in too closely. Oh, let's see, what's this team like? Dog walking IRL stream? That's in the plan. I can do that, yeah. I have to wake up really like ridiculously early to walk Kongi because he doesn't do well with other people. So what I actually have to do is shit. Did too much damage. Oh, I need max guard on my Cinderace. Wait, let me show you how this is going. Fuck. What do I do? Alright, well obviously I activate my own Tailwind here. And that Kyurem is very, very dangerous. But that Regieleki is even dangerouser. Okay, but I have a Prankster Tailwind. Hopefully I can outspeed. Go! Go, my boy! Do it, Gohan! Oh, not bad, not bad. Alright, I'll take losing the Dynamax. I got frozen? Alright, whatever. He can't stop spread. Now I just blast off and then I win. Astral Barrage. Yeah, I have to go Astral Barrage here. Oh my goodness. This is why I'm the king of Pokemon. Did nobody tell you that I'm literally the best? And I thought it out. Alright. Oh! I'm literally the best Pokemon player that's ever been conceived. Yeah, forfeit, my bro. You're never playing this game ever again. Yo, I know he's mad. There's no one who's as intelligent as me in this world. Yeah, it is Pokemon. It's a competitive Pokemon from it's called VGC. It's like VGC doubles. You just bring like you have a team of 6, right? And you can only bring and use 4, which is what makes it really interesting. And then in the current game I'm playing, you can use 2 legendaries. So I'm using these 2 fast boys. And let's see if he has any way to... Okay, so I'm probably going to bring this guy because he actually can shut down this genie guy, right? I want to lead with Regieleki and Whimsicott, and then in the back I'm going to conserve Zacian and Calyrex. Yeah, no, Arceus is a real... Arceus? Fucking... I'm so Korean. Arceus is a really good Pokemon game. I love Arceus a lot. Alright, now the question is... But I won't be able to taunt... I won't be able to taunt him before... Because Tornadus is naturally faster than Whimsicott, if I remember correctly. Yeah. 116 and Tornadus is... Please don't be faster. Oh, I'm faster, so I can taunt him. So what I want to do probably... Do I want to waste my... he's probably maxing here, right? Oh no, but he might not, is the thing. I think one speed control, so I'm going to slow them both down and also taunt him. So then, okay, he protects. Tornadus... Okay, he gets taunted, so he can't use whatever he's about to use. Oh, that didn't kill? Icy Wind? Ooh, very good choice actually. So now he lowered my speed. However, what he doesn't know is that I can raise my speed. I can get instant speed control by just using Tailwind. Yeah, so Arceus is a very good Pokemon game for the sake of like catching Pokemon and like training them for battle, right? But Sword and Shield, in my opinion, was kind of a failed version of that because it's really just like a... Honestly, I just don't like how recent Pokemon games are just so copy-paste. But I think the competitive meta for Sword and Shield is pretty... It's fun enough. For doubles, at least. Alright, so I'm really wearing down his team here. He's going to use Fake Out on one of my Mons. I could go for a double Protect. Actually, yeah, let's do that. Because... Yeah, double Protect. Because the thing is, I'm afraid of him using Fake Out into one of my Pokemon. There we go. Yeah, he's going to try to fake Regieleki out. He definitely went for an attack there. Yeah, so perfect. Now he doesn't get that luxury anymore. And I'm still faster. So let's see. The next best thing I can do here. So the Incineroar is really dangerous. I just like the fact that I have to buy one Pokemon game at a time instead of two. Yeah, no, you're totally right. You can catch all the Pokemon in that game. Dude, Arceus is... It's the evolution of Pokemon that we, honestly, everyone was waiting for. I definitely want to taunt the Zacian just in case it... Yeah, see, that's why I suspected. I didn't want him to use something like Substitute or Protect. Alright, lowering Incineroar speed. What I really want here, actually, is to die. Like, I'm trying to deliberately get myself killed. The reason for that is because I have two of my strongest mons in the back, and they'll actually be able to come out. But I think I want to time it differently. But... Yeah, I think... Yeah, we'll just go for that. And I want to protect the Whimsicott because I want Whimsicott to do one last thing before he goes and dies. Yeah, so I can tell that he's really going to try to kill me here. I don't need to use our Electro Wave. I think I'd rather go for damage. And I'm going to use Tailwind right before I die. Ideally, my support Mon here dies so that I can bring in my strong Mon. I want to show the chat in case he gets toxic. I think it's always funny. Oh, and we get the paralysis. Oh, he takes out the other one. That's still fine. Yeah, I don't really care. Now, you know what I can do? He has a Kyogre in the back, right? So actually, I'm going to make this guy big. Okay, but if he hits me with the ground move, I'm actually kind of fucked. So... did the taunt wear off? He protected the taunt, so that's why. Yeah. So my Mons are way too fast for him. So obviously give myself the special defense boost here. Yeah, I get an attack boost for killing him. Oh, that is not the Pokemon that you wanted to kill. Things are not looking... Yeah, there's no way he wins this. So I boosted my special defense into because I know that he's going to send out Kyogre, who's a special attacker. Yeah, of course. And now I think quite literally there's no way he can win. That's pretty cash money. Also, I'm way too fast. Yeah, but just in case, I'm gonna go for a Sacred Sword into Zacian because you never know, right? Does he still have Dynamax? I don't think so. Who did he use Dynamax on? I actually didn't see. Oh, I guess he might still have Dynamax, right? So Dynamax is the thing that doubles your HP and makes you big boy like what I'm doing right here. But my stats are honestly way too boosted for him to ever have a chance. Yeah, see ya. Should I register his account? I have a lot of points. Alright, what time is it? 10:54? Alright, I'm gonna take 5 minutes of extra break and then I'm gonna get back to drawing. Okay. Yeah, but competitive Pokemon is a different beast, bro. It's super fun. And there's a lot of great content creators for competitive Pokemon, which is honestly the only reason that I still choose to play Pokemon. Because like all the content, or all the people who are making content for the games, like there's this one guy named Aaron Cybertron Zing. He's such a good, he's so good at explaining everything, and he also just has really like sincere reactions to the stuff that happens in game. And I really just like how, you know, he has personality and profession, which is something that's really I look forward to having in my own streams. Someone who can like goof off, but also someone who's really good at what the hell is this? Alright, I'll be back. Hello. Hi, doggy. I'm back. They're a lot springier and have slight clack now. Did you re-lube them? Is that what you mean? Oh, that was a good break. I just went over, like, I did like a exercise where you like borderline snap your back, if I'm being honest. But it feels really good. Oh, alright. I'm gonna stream for 1 more hour before I turn in. Or maybe just 30 minutes. Yeah, that's fine if I just do 30 minutes. Or I'll just do 30 minutes of extra drawing and then I'll play some games or something. Oh, lag? Okay, there we go. Ooh, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, I feel like the outside hair of the... Yeah, the outside of the hair should be very fluffy, so... I'm going to be very light with my lines. It's going to be really hard to, like... I don't want her hair to look like a block of cheese. So maybe I can just keep it a little bit sketchy. Like, just do 1, 2. Alright, that looks pretty good. Unlube the stem so it evens out. Yeah, actually, actually, that's a really good idea. I'm surprised you got that by yourself, but basically, when you overlube a switch and you've already used it a little bit, then a lot of the extra lube that you don't, or that you actually still want, will be still in the bottom housing. So just keep using it and it'll naturally even itself out without you having to do any particular extra work. So it's pretty nice. Good on you for catching that, actually. This looks alright. Now, if I can just make the eyelashes look nice and sharp, add a little bit of balance towards the head area, like here, especially since they look a little bit too droopy. There we go. Just gotta do a little bit of this and this. Ooh. Dude, streaming is actually like physically demanding. Shit. I might have to rethink my schedule just a little bit, but also I'm going to the gym these days a lot, so you know, my stress actually does kind of just disappear when I'm at the gym. So, you know, who knows? Maybe I won't need it after all. Although, am I ready to do biceps today? Seems a little bit rough. Yeah, looks pretty good. Looks a little bit too weird for my taste. Slow down, slow down. There you go. A little bit better. There we go. Much nicer. Nice. And I think we're starting to pick up some steam. Now my worry is that, yeah, I figured... But that's easily remediable. Well, just take it slowly. Just do that. Make a more natural looking straight line. And we can probably go for a little bit of a thicker, just double line over here for the eyebrows. Just like a little bit of a 1, 2. And then yeah, that looks good. This looks a little bit uncomfortable, so we just gotta do that. Add some, yeah, I gotta add some more of like a 3D effect here. Just do that by, I like to create value with by using some lines. It's just an art preference style thing, but I tend to find that it makes things look a little bit more busy while also making it look nice and clean. Something like, yeah, something akin to that. While I added a little bit of extra design lines here, like this. Make the piece a little bit more interesting. But maybe make it a little bit smaller. Yeah, there we go. I always love to keep the hair a little bit sketchy because it gives the illusion of poofiness. But if you add too many lines, then oftentimes it can come off as crowded. So you just got to be very, what do you say? I can't speak English these days, bro. Gotta be very conservative with your lines. There was a better word in my mind that I wanted to use for this kind of example, but forgot what it was. It's like when you're lubing switches, you want to be something, ding. I guess that also, yeah, conservative also works in that context. Alright, this is a little bit too much sketchy though. Sketchy. Well, it look dirty if I go zoom out. It looks fine. I might have to redo this area. Something about the back of the hair doesn't really work well with me, sit well with me. Let's take a look. Oh, let's take that off. Let's see. Start going around here again. So, oh, why is it eraser? Aha, I see why. I made it too downward. Yeah, that looks infinitely much better. That's the wrong layer. Not bad, not bad. Now, since I already have so much focus into like line deftness, wondering if I have to, wondering if I should just like add like basic colors for this drawing. I think that could make it look, you know, it's a good enough balance for me to achieve with line thicknesses and just light watercolor or something. Ooh, not bad, not bad. Now, if she just had a little bit more bang, it'll look really good. Also, maybe we can make it like a point of contrast here. And by point of contrast, I mean we break the pattern and we just go for like a extra bit of like a boop. First of all, I want to see what that looks like. Yeah, not bad. I think the issue is that it's a little bit too tall. Let's probably take it out to about here, right? And then since our head is around here, we can then do the little bounce here. That's what we got so far. It's pretty good. I like this. Ah, tired. This is really fun though. Can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. I need to take it slower. I think I'm going a little bit too fast. Sometimes your body thinks you don't want to art, but you just gotta give it a little bit of an extra push. I think overall this turned out pretty decent. Pretty well, actually. See where other points of contention there might be, and then I can start considering like how I want to color this. Oh, my back. Hello, hello. Hot? Even hotter. Check out this babe on the. Check out this sexy ass babe on the blanket. Even sexier than anything I could ever be. Or were you maybe talking about the drawing? No, I still think the dog wins. Isn't that right? Wait. Wait, oh. I'm gonna play Taiko on his belly. Okay, I feel healed. I feel healed. Let's keep drawing. Puppy. What's this motherfucker doing? Yo, look how he sleep. Hey, yo. Look how he sleep. Take a picture. It's dumb. It's dumb. My stream volume? Like, you mean my mic or the music? Or just general? I could do this, but like I feel like it'd be a little bit loud. And as for the mic, I just have to get closer to it. Because currently there's no better way I can set it up. I'm trying to think of getting like an arm for my tablet and my mic. So that'll have to be in the future. Yeah, in general, I figured. I'll raise the music for a bit. Yeah, whatever could help me would be very valuable. Or my Pingo. Alright, it's behind my tablet. Alright, I have like a list of things I have to buy for the stream, so I'll definitely consider the mic thingy to be one of them. And by mic thingy, I mean like the mic arm. Kind of hang it to my monitor so that no matter where I'm at, it's going to be like a relatively close distance to my mouth. Because for now, like I chose to buy like a really cheap mic for like 30 bucks. It's like pretty bomb ass bargain, not gonna lie. But yeah, if I have to support it a little bit, then I can. Is that a little bit too much? Could be. Actually, no, I can make this look really good because what happens is I can make that look thick, right? But then I can also make this look thicker with it. So I just go like one stroke. Yeah, there we go. And from a far away distance, it looks pretty. You get that like nice 3D effect. Maybe I'll do like a little bit like this, intentionally kind of make some extra line thickness there, because then yeah, there you go, you get like a little bit of chin. And then towards the bottom of the hair, we should add some more thicker lines to emphasize volume, like this. There we go. Just thinking over here and over here. Go a little bit slower. That line looks a little bit dirty, but I think we can still remedy it like this. There we go. That's a little bit too much. Now from at this point, like, I can just do this or something. Yeah, there we go. So I don't have to use line thickness to emphasize boldness. I can just use more lines. That's pretty nice, isn't it? Same thing I want to do over here. Just want to use another like additional 1, 2, 3, 4 lines to emphasize darkness. It also looks really clean because you can see like that little blurry effect. That's what happens when you draw like 3 light lines together. You can create like you can create yourself a like little blinding effect with it. And with the blinding effect, you can create kind of the illusion of shadow. So I'm gonna do the same thing with this. Got a little bit darker. Ooh, what did I just press? Oh, Command S. Or Control S. Same difference. I'm gonna do the same technique here. I'm just gonna draw some extra lines to emphasize darkness. Do the same thing over here. Okay, that was a little too much. I think at this point it'd just be easier to do that. Yeah. I think it's a really interesting concept to keep your sketches pretty sketchy, or how do I say, keep your final products pretty sketchy relative to like the actual sketch, because you can always make some really interesting lines with that, like this.
Gonta name is Gonta Gokuhara. That's the boy. Gonta abandoned gentlemanship in order to become monkey.
Oh, I got this wrong.
Gonta reject society. Gonta go to monk. Ooh. Gonta become monkey king.
Oh, my dog opened the door. Right. Add some more thickness over here. I should create an emote for when my dog opens the door during the streams. It's like one of his talents. Because my mom always trapped him inside of the rooms, like whenever we'd go outside, and then like he'd sometimes just show off like outside of the room. We're like, what the fuck? And then that was when we realized that, oh, you can open doors. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna stream for another 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna call it a EST day. Because I still have my day. I still have a day to go through. Let's see. This might be a little hard because, you know, I have to keep like switching it over. I guess it might be easier to do it over here. Let's go slow, right? That look a little bit cleaner. Yeah. I think what we can really do here to elevate this to the next level, add a little bit of that. Why? Because, yeah, there we go. Hey, that looks cute. That looks adorable. That looks a little bit boring. Oof. Alright, well, what do we think, ladies and gents? Well, in my case, just two gents. I think this looks pretty good, doesn't it? How about it? That looks pretty nice. I'm just gonna add some light watercolor motifs just to make the piece seem a little bit more poppy, especially in these areas. Give that extra depth for now. I don't know why I started with the watercolor actually, but you know, it's turning out to look really nice. The eye's a little bit too overly saturated red though, so I'm definitely going to change that. Other than that, yeah. Other than that, yeah, still really good progress, I have to say. And then you can do another very light layer of paint just over these. Too saturated. There we go. It's also too saturated. Just do this a little bit. Yeah, I think I'll rest it at here, and I'll just take progress picture for that. That's the wrong chat. And I think with that, I'm gonna slowly turn things back around. And by that, I mean turn things off. Thank you guys for watching. Got a little pen, little capsule here. I think I did some pretty good work today. Pretty decent progress. Gonna get into coloring it next time. Maybe in an acrylic style. Or maybe in the watercolor. But so far for me, the watercolor, although I did go really, like, I kind of half-assed it, like, terribly, but, you know. We can always try tomorrow or the next stream, which will be in 12 hours, you know. No problem. Thank you guys for watching. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next stream. Get your coffees out. I drank it all, but I mean, we can still do a cheers, right? Actually, we can do a cheers. Let me pour in some water. Don't forget to stay hydrated. Cheers. Bye.